Hello YouTube, Tim here in the garage with my tillering tree. I'd like to try and just do a very preliminary pull on Ken Hulme's laminated Scythian style bow. It's very short and it would not be drawn fully, absolutely not to a full 28 or let alone 30 inches. We're talking more like 26-inch maximum, and I'm thinking more of a snap shoot from the chest or shoulder, something quick like this. Almost like I've seen many Native American short bows. So I'm going to try that. I also want to show off my new invention. This is the Bruce Labadie placation device. Since it was commented on that, in fact, I had, while the block that the bow rests on is aligned properly, it's square with the block in the back. This block up front was a little bit off kilter and it was driving him a little crazy, so I decided to fix the problem. I will eventually make a new tillering tree, hopefully sooner rather than later, but in the meanwhile I hope this is acceptable. Bruce, let me know. Here's a shout out to you, buddy. So let's go and put this up there, then we can start doing some tests. Alright, due to the gross asymmetry, you'll notice it does sit very much off center. Here's our scale, calibrated for pounds. I don't expect to pull this more than 10 inches. This is an exploratory pull, a draw, mostly to see exactly what happens, because we need to find out how strong the laminations are and if there are going to be any spots that delaminate. Ken warned that that could be the case at several points, so we're just going to take this extremely slow. It looks like I'm going to actually have to hold the bow like so, just at first. Brace height appears to be at 4 inches, so it's definitely on the low side. That could be changed a little bit, but that I really don't know how traditional this is. I know next to nothing about Scythian style bows. To be totally honest, they've always been a secondary interest to the Turkish and Manchu bows. Those are really my hot subjects, the things I love. But let's give this a little try. We're pulling 0 pounds at the 4-inch brace height. So now, drawing it to 6 inches, 6.8 pounds. 8 inches, 13, let's call it 13 pounds. Okay, so hold on. Here we are. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 inches from the belly of the bow. 20 pounds. Now 10 inches from there, if I were to add another 4, that would be 10 inches from the brace height. And so far I've noticed no creaking, cracking, popping, no noises. Ooh. Yep, you hear that? I think right in the spot Ken was mentioning, right here on this limb, on the upper limb, just there, pulling about 25 pounds at the 14 inches. There's this hint of a pop. And if I've learned anything from my experience with my adult recurve, is when you start to hear little pops and noises, it's a good idea to stop and examine things, and if you can, reinforce them and fix them. So, definitely, mask the horror there. Okay, there's definitely going to be some problem there, or at least it sounds like it to me. It could just be the epoxy. I'm going to go ahead and flex it a few more times off camera, do my own thing, and see if I can identify specifically any problem area. If I can, wrap it in string soaked in epoxy and just seal that off as tightly and as strongly as it can be. Other than that, things are looking pretty darn good. If you will notice, the bow, the handle itself is a little bit out of center. I don't know if that's intentional or not. That would make it a little bit easier to shoot. it also creates a very slight torquing moment, but I don't think that would be a problem at all. So that's very interesting. I'm going to have to give this another test, and I will try and see what I can show you. But that'll be for another day. Thanks for watching this, and I hope this has been very cool. Ken, thanks for the opportunity to play around with something neat. I hope I can make this look as amazing as I know it should be. Thanks for watching, YouTube.